call them as we see them. Nearly ready to go here. The ball is in, the game is on, and away we go. And straight away is a ferocious enough start. Clare win that one fairly easy. That one's picked up. Looks like Jack Kerwin plays it back. Fitzgerald goes back to field. They're holding on to it. Nice little necklace of hand passes there, and that one is shortened the grip on the hurley. It's knocked inside. Clare holding on to possession, working it over and back across the field. Oh, good running off the shoulder. Now they've worked it up into a bit of space. This is a chance of a score. It has worked its way up as far as Ryan Taylor just given too much time and space, and he splits the post.
Yeah, great example there. The first two scores are two ways playing hurling nowadays. The long ball into Mark Rogers, and then the second one in is maybe 4 or 5 passes in the middle third, and brilliant score by Ryan.
Player of the year that year. Scoops this one up, goes fairly low to trajectory. Has he got it accurate? It looks like he has. There goes the white flag, and that is the first score for Limerick of 2026. Yeah, for a spot maybe in the league later on, and maybe, please God, for them into the championship. Here goes O'Connor again, just scored that free. Good vision from him. Does a run off the shoulder, plays into a bit of space. There's a nice bit of room there for Darrell Langan to run into, and he puts that one over the bar, and that'll do his confidence no harm whatsoever.
Yeah, brilliant. And Darrell's a player now. He's going into his second year in the panel, and brilliant young player, very good for Limerick 20s last year. He's
given a little bit of time and space. You can't do that with Mark Rogers, and Mark steps up and Mark splits the post and puts it over the bar.
Yeah, I was praising Conor O'Neill a few minutes ago for a good ball into space. Conor Cleary there, straight from the 21, ball into space into Mark Rogers. He gets them balls, he's going to score 9 times out of 10.
A couple of Limerick players closed in on top of him. Now up to Jack Kerwin again. Now Jack has it on the 45 again. Been given a little bit of space. He's going to swing at that one. Is it going to come in? Yes, it is. That is a fine score out by the sideline, and the second of the day for Jack Kerwin.
Yeah, second from a very similar angle, and great score. He's very good off that right side, very accurate.
And possibly as you'd expect, but we will keep an eye on that. And it's made a good exhibition and a good game to watch so far. Dylan O'Shea does really well there, rides the tackle, goes through 2 or 3 tackles, then goes forward, has the confidence to take this on, and he strikes that over the bar.
Yeah, and his men, we were just talking about his men, Jack, who got 2 points. Now Dylan has 1, and Dylan made a great like I said, contact there a while ago, tackle on I think it was Darrell Owen coming through. So two lads are American.
He's been turned over now. It's Mark Rogers again. That ball is played inside. There might be something on here. Can Clare convert? They have 3 players over here. The ball is played inside. Shane Meehan ghosted into the box. He was unmarked, and he was making no mistakes from there.
Yeah, start off with Darrell Langan, who just lost track of the ball. I think maybe the sun was in his eyes, and Mark Rogers could have had a shot for a point, slipped into Dave Fitzgerald. Again, we were talking about
a bit of support for him, but I think he decides to go a little bit longer. Plays that down just over the 45. Again, we talked about him a minute ago. Conor Cleary did enough to stop Aidan O'Connor going forward. Now it's broke through. Now there's a chance. O'Donnell 1-on-1. Is O'Donnell thinking goal? Surely he goes into the near post and sneaks that inside Sheedy's goal, and a fine finish from O'Donnell. But talk to us about the build up to that play.
Yeah, in fairness, Conor Cleary had been doing well, and you know, as the ball was played between himself and Aidan O'Connor, he was more worried about Aidan O'Connor than he was about the ball, and he just kind of
around him, and he's still breaking out of it. The hand pass just doesn't go to hand, and it's turned back over. Clare might have a chance here. Again, good work there. That was Ethan Hurley who was involved in that one as well. Booted Clare, and Clare might have a chance. Sent back outside. Oh, on the turn, on the snap, quickly taken. Jack O'Neill, his first of the day.
Third time the charm for Jack. That was his third shot, and he deserves that point now. He's come into the game a lot in the last 10 or 15 minutes. He's doing well.
Limerick worked that one short this time. They'd love to get it with about 30 odd seconds left of tackle. He knew he was going to be hooked there, so it goes back as far as Tom Morrissey. I said Tom gives it back outside. Now it goes to O'Connor. Aidan O'Connor out by the sideline, about 42 odd metres out, and he has managed to split the post.
Yeah, Limerick needed that score, as you said. Since St Donegal got the goal, it kind of had dried up a bit, and very experienced there from Tom Morrissey not to shoot on the back foot, to spray the ball out to Aidan O'Connor.
The attack again, that was Darragh Donovan. Plays about 30 or 40 yards, and Limerick hold on to possession. Knocked into O'Donnell again. Donegal's out in front of his man. He has a bit of space. He's looking over them posts. He takes that shot on, and it looks like he has managed to convert. The umpire goes to the white flag, and that's over the bar, and that's another score for Limerick.
Yeah. I think Limerick will be really happy now at how they've finished this half, last couple of minutes. As you say, Clare had to breathe. Clare probably had a lot.
Sure, yes, it is. The players start to go in. So half-time score here is Clare 1-12, Limerick 1-10. Pat, try and sum up that first half for us.
Yeah, very good game. You know, both teams are. You can tell already.
Changes for Limerick. The ball's out to be thrown in, and we're nearly ready to go again for the second half. Darragh Donovan pulls there, made the clash of the action. Here goes English. English has support outside him, and they're starting for nice use of the body. He's in. Here goes O'Donnell. O'Donnell was thinking about his shot. He's thinking about his shot, and he gets the goal. There, Donegal O'Donnell, second goal of the day at the start of the second half.
Absolutely brilliant goal. It started there with Adam English, middle of the field, quick pass out to Langan. Darragh Donovan finds himself on the ball, could have shot, decided to give that quick diagonal ball into Donegal O'Donnell.
This is dropping down in the sun on the far side of the field. Oh, great take with the sun in his eyes. He does really well. Went up, caught that, and Jack Kerwin is heading for goals. Still Jack going strong. 2 points in the first half. Has a couple of options. Still Jack going for the back. And what a goal by Jack Kerwin, the man from Barteen Mealing. picked it up a good 50 yards from goals, went all the way in and then batted it to the back of the net.
Yeah, as the Buff would say, shucky ducky quack quack moment of the match. What an unbelievable goal. He's probably the standout player so far in the game. He has a real good paw on him, and we didn't really see the legs until
Mark Sheedy involved in this game. Mark scoofs out and up as far as Cathal Malone. Cathal has Adam English on his shoulder. Adam has robbed his pocket. Adam is bearing down a goal. Is he thinking of the 3-pointer? Puts it across. Can it be finished? Yes, it can. Really well finished. Really well worked move. And it is Fintan Fitzgerald who puts it into the back of the net.
Yeah, brilliant goal. Similar in ways to Shane Meehan's goal in the first half, where Dave Fitzgerald gave a brilliant pass. I thought Adam was going to go in himself and score.
There he goes. He gets a fine connection on it. Has that gone directly between the posts. Listen to the crowd here in Tulla. A fine effort from Peter Duggan. Only on the field a couple of minutes and he gets a score.
I think when he was looking around for a pass, it was only kind of a token. I think we all knew he was going to go for it. He knew himself straight away. He's very good at them, in fairness.
To get off to a victory here, and Mark Rogers, who's been one of the standout players for his side today, he made this. Can he finish it? Rogers against Ryan shoots. Oh, and he buries it. He goes to his right, to the keeper's left, and there was no stopping it.
No, nothing you could do. Right into the corner, and he's been a busy man today.
He has. I'm
Mark
nearly
Rogers.
run out of space on my notes. What is that? 3:20 for Clare, 3:18 for Limerick. What a spectacle of hurling we had for this time of year, in fairness, Pat.
Absolutely brilliant game. You couldn't have, to get a game like that. We mightn't get this game like that in the summer. That was a brilliant game, high scoring game, 3:20, 3:18. I think everyone here